Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome to episode 33 of the weekly podcast for the week starting 23rd of September 2019. It is officially fall slash autumn, I guess, whatever you want to call it, but it is finally official. We have made it to the episode where I can say it's finally fall. Summer is over. The summer is officially over and home. Oh, dude. Oh, dude, it is over. It's cold here. I say it's cold. It's like 15 degrees. But dude, it's been cold. Nights. The nights are pretty cold. They're like down to 4 degrees at some point. Dude, it is getting cold out of nowhere. You know, a few days ago it was like 26 degrees outside, and it suddenly shifted. It was a big shift in temperature, really. I was still rocking out my short pants and flippers and stuff outside, and then guess what? Long pants, long sleeves, even some jackets on. But man, if I gotta be honest, I do love fall. The fall is essentially my favorite. Mute this. Okay, my favorite season. I don't know really why. Why am I saying it's my favorite season? But I just have so many like fond memories of it. You know, we over here don't celebrate Halloween, so there's like no really any major holidays or anything. So I don't know. It just feels nice to me. It just feels like the person I am inside. I guess. Just like grim and dark and sad and stuff. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know. For some reason, I just enjoy the grimness of it. You know, it feels just chill. You know, it feels mundanely chill, and it's like it's cool, dude. It is really cool. Like one of my best days in my life happened last year during the fall. I was out with my girlfriend. We were still sort of, I don't know, we've been out for like half a year at that point, I think. But it still felt fresh, you know. It still felt like we were still getting to know each other in a way, and it was still exciting going out with her, I guess. I don't know. That sounds weird. It sounds like it's boring to me that when I go out with her right now. But I don't know. We're still wanting to just go out, just the two of us, because like usually nowadays when we go out and we don't go out to just get dinner or something a little bit more romantic like that. If we don't do that, we usually just go out with a few of our friends because we're kind of, sorry for hitting the table there, but I don't know, we're kind of busy usually, and so we sort of want to see our friends, but we want to see each other. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you know, back then, we kind of had more free time, I guess, and so we were just going out, the two of us, and like this day, nothing really spectacular happened or whatever. It was just like, I think it was a few days before Halloween, even. So it was in October. It wasn't at the end of September. So it was like a little bit less than a year away, I guess. But oh man, we went out. We went to the town center. We went through a Starbucks. She got like a pumpkin spiced whatever. I really don't like pumpkins. I kind of like the smell of them this time of the year. You know, especially this time of the year, I like the smell. Usually I don't, but at this time of the year, I don't know, it makes it a little bit more festive in a way. So she got that. I got a cinnamon latte thing, kind of. I don't know. It's like cinnamon is for me is like the taste of fall because I don't like pumpkins at all. So I substitute pumpkins with cinnamon, and I don't know. We just went to like a park. We sat on a bench. The like the weather was fine. I remember we were wearing like jackets, like proper jackets, because it wasn't. It was kind of cold outside, but I don't know. I don't know, cause like when I recall this, nothing really happened. I didn't even remember most of the details of our date. We went out, we got our lattes, we sat on a bench, we talked. That was it. It wasn't like something amazing happened to stand out in my brain and stuff. Like, no, it was just like a chill day. And to be honest, I have such a fond memory of that days. It's essentially like one of my best days I've ever had. I don't know why. I don't know why. I usually don't. I don't know. I usually don't remember days like this. They're just too mundane and stuff. But I don't know. I guess it's because it was with her and it was like a special moment of us bonding together or something. I don't really know. Man, it was like a good one. And it's just I don't know, cause again I don't know why I liked fall that much, because I guess it comes down from when I was a kid. It used to rain a lot, and so I was just stuck at home. But I liked being stuck at home because I could sleep all day. I could just sit inside and play computer games. I loved it wind train when I was a kid because I just didn't have anything to do outside. I was like, no one's gonna make me go out because it's like super raining and stuff. So I'm just gonna stay inside, play my computer games, and sleep all day. But now as an adult, because apparently I'm an adult these days. It's super annoying when it rains because you have to bring an umbrella, you have to go places and you're getting wet, and if you get a little bit more wetter than usual, it just stays, and it just sucks, dude. It just you know what, when you're wet and it's kind of cold outside and you're not really cold because you're wet, but it's just annoying. That wet patch on like your leg or whatever is just your jeans has soaked up a bunch of water and they're not drying out because it's impossible. It's raining outside and it's cold and there is no way for it to like dry out, and it's just so annoying. And you're like, I hate my fucking life. Ah, you know, I get this all the time. So to be honest, I still do enjoy it when it rains and I'm back at home and I know I don't have to go out until tomorrow, for example, or until it stops raining, and I can just chill out. I have a few hours to just chill out on my computer and just listen to the rain. Like I do like that. That is cool. But most of the times when it rains, I have to go places, and I just hate raining. The older I get, I start hating rain more and more. And like right now, I'm not a big fan of the rain at all. I would rather it to not rain than to have this experience of where I have to sit down in my house and listen to rain. I'd rather not have that at all if it just never rains. That is where I am right now. Oh man, coffee is amazing. It's so fucking great. But man, anyway, stop talking about the weather. Let's talk about something else. So I have a little something here for you guys that really pissed me off. It really pissed me off that I even sent it to one of my friends and we just talked about it. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. And the thing is, it's a fitness article, right? If you can call it that. It's from some like New Zealand website, I think, and it's like a mainstream piece. It's like, oh, don't do this, don't do that. Oh, it's bad. Oh, it's that, and they're just there for like clicks, and they don't care if they're gonna lie to. Cause someone like me, okay, I'm not like a big authority in the fitness industry or anything, but someone like me who has been working out for a good amount of time now. I mean, sure, a good amount of time, and has done a good amount of research and knows what's working and what not at this point. you know like they can't fool someone like me, but they're doing this for like casuals, for people that are not really I don't know, not really like not that much, just casual fitness goers or other people who just read stuff like that just to create an opinion on them, like my mom, for example, because the article is about protein shakes being bad, right? They're bad for you, and I'm gonna read it to you in a little bit. Just let me give my exposition about it. But yeah, apparently protein shakes, there is this new study that finds out that protein shakes are bad for you. And so the title of the article is protein shakes. I mean, let me open it up. Oh, I can read it to you, I guess. What, instead of me paraphrasing it. So, Australian study makes surprising claims about protein shakes, and then there's like a little text underneath it. Oh, there was. A new study makes you hesitate before consuming your next protein shake. And this is when my mom is gonna read something like that, and she's gonna be like, "Oh, well, why are you drinking those protein shakes?" There was this new study in Australia that prove that they are actually bad for you and stuff. And I'm gonna read you because it's a little bit ridiculous. And that title is so misleading. You're gonna see it in a little bit, but it's like so misleading. And even though people that are gonna read the title, maybe they're gonna scroll down and read what's happening, they're not gonna dissect it at all. They're gonna just say, yep, all protein shakes are bad, not doing them, they're bad, they're banned, fuck them. That's what it is. But no, like this study, spoiler alert, this study doesn't prove anything. It just doesn't. So I'm gonna link it in the description also if you wanna read it yourself, but I'm gonna, it's not a long one, so I'm gonna just read the whole thing, and then we're gonna dissect it one by one. Oh, not dissect it really, but I'm gonna tell you what my problems with these articles are. Protein has been a real trend in recent times, one of the only nutrients that receive plenty of good press and barely, if any, negative coverage. However, this is where they get you. However, an Australian study has claimed that consuming protein in the form of a shake can affect your mortality. Oh my god, no, I'm gonna die earlier if I consume that. No, this is like the scary part. They try to scare you away from it. Australian GP Dr. Sam Hay explains, this study found that protein shakes with added amino acid could cause premature death, mood swings, and obesity. I mean, here is like the first bullshit, but I'm gonna continue reading. Dr. Hay told some website that because the study wasn't conducted on humans, the result will differ, but it's indicative of some things we should be wary of. He highlighted, first, there's a huge variation in what constitutes as a protein shake. Okay. Simple casein or whey protein powders should be 100% natural, but products with added branch chains amino acid BCAAs are the ones you need to watch out for. Small amounts here and there are unlikely to be an issue, but this report does highlight increasing evidence that they may be an increased issues. It's bullshit. And there's like a bunch of other stuff. Like Dr. Hay says he's not suggesting to never consume protein powder again. However, he emphasizes it should only be used as a substitute when you can't consume proteins in food. Like that's just common fucking sense right there. This is where the guy who wrote this article doesn't even know what he's talking about, because this is not the website to which Dr. Hay gave the interview to. This is just some guy paraphrasing so he can get clicks, I'm pretty sure, because the website that I'm on is nzhero.co.ns, while Dr. Sams gave an interview to some other website. I cannot find it right now. No, I'm an idiot and I cannot find it. It was somewhere over here. Doctor to bodyandsoul.com.au was, so whatever like Dr. Hayes says was not to this guy who is like relaying this information to you right now. And also here is like another thing that just another example is what I'm trying to say, that just shows that the guy who hasn't really who wrote this article, I don't know why I just died over there. Let me get a sip of coffee. But here this line is like a prime example of why this guy who wrote the article explaining why he doesn't really have any grasp of any kind of fitness whatsoever, because this is what he says. So he's talking about Dr. Hay. He recommended to bodyandsoul.com.au that more than 1.5 grams per kilogram of protein powder should be used daily. That no more than 1.5 grams to kilogram. Like that's the problem here. You don't do that. Usually doctors recommend like 1.5 to 2.3 grams of protein powder, especially if you're wanting to build muscle. You should always be on like the 2 grams per kilogram protein, but not powder. Okay, and I doubt this, since this guy is actually a doctor, Dr. Hay, I doubt he has said that, because that's a stupid statement. I'll read it to you again. He recommended that no more than 1.5 grams to kilogram of protein powder should be used daily. You don't, like, what does that mean? If you're like 60 kilograms, for example, you're a woman, let's say, and you're 60 kilograms, or you're a dude. I mean, you can be a dude. Before I started working out, I was like 65 kilograms, dude. Well, I was like 5'11", 60 kilograms. So there's nothing ashamed of that if you're skinny. But sure, let's say you're 60 kilograms, because I can do the maths easier. So this means you have to take about 90 grams of protein powder. What? Like that's an insane amount. That's like 4 scoops of protein powder. That's like 4 shakes a day that you gotta be taking. Like that's ridiculous. That is awfully ridiculous, dude. Because like where does the protein from the food comes? I bet you that the doctor said that you shouldn't be taking more than 1.5 grams per kilogram of protein a day. That's what he said, because reasons, right? That there is no concluded study that actually eating more protein than that is gonna have any downfalls in you. It is gonna make you unhealthy or anything. But this is about the website and its integrity, and the dude that wrote this article, he doesn't know what he's talking about. He's paraphrasing stuff, and he just wanted to get this out to shock the world, and I hate those articles. There's so many of them. There's so many of these articles that just are out there to hate I don't know, not hate, but spread, like, just to shock you so that you can click them. The information in here is not what it is. He's presenting it in one way, and this is why, like, the biggest thing that the guy found, that the doctor found, is that it's not actually protein shakes. It's not the protein shakes that actually affect your mortality. Okay, sorry about that. For some reason my mic disconnected, which was kind of weird. But yeah, as I was saying, this article, what it proves is that it's not protein shakes that actually can affect your mortality. No, it's actually the BCAAs, the added branch chain amino acids. That's it. And the thing is, BCAAs are the most worthless supplement you can buy. Do not spend your money on BCAAs. No, they are worthless. They don't do anything for you. The effect they give you is so little. If any, it's so little. Because if you do take your protein, you're gonna have enough amino acids that to heal yourself, and just those are like non-essential, non-really needed amino acids that you do also get with food. It's not like they're something that, oh my god, I cannot get them while eating or whatever. No, you do get them. Different proteins have them. Different sources of protein have them, and you need so little of them that buying BCAA supplements is stupid, and not many people buy. It's just the dude bros, the gym bros. They're the ones that are carrying like this giant bottle of water with like piss water inside it that is like weird color, and they drink it after every set. They're like, yeah, I'm breaking muscle tissue and recovering it at the same time. Yeah, it's not how it works. It's not how it works, people. It really isn't. And this article is aimed towards like casuals, aimed towards people who don't even go to the gym so that they can just do this shock factor. Okay, if the title had to be accurate, it would be called something like Australian study makes surprising. It doesn't even make surprising claims. It just finds out that BCAAs might not actually be good for you, which we all kind of really fucking knew anyway, because it just pisses me off. It honestly, like, articles like these piss me off. But if they put like that in the title, even if there was like Australian study makes surprising claim about BCAAs, everyone's gonna be like, oh, I don't want to click on that. Most people don't even know what BCAAs are anyway, so they weren't gonna click on that at all. But if we attack protein shakes, because everybody drinks protein shakes, even people who don't work out, they buy protein shakes because they think, oh, if I take my protein, it's like low calories and I might even lose weight, because a lot of people take protein shakes for like weight loss for some unknown godly reason. That's like another thing that is just weird to me. Hey, I'm gonna start losing weight, so I wanna buy me some protein powder to drink. No, why would you do that? What is the point? It's weird to me. It's super weird to me. But then again, those people got their idea from a website like that just spreads misinformation so that they can shock you and get your click. Come and read more. Come and see why are protein shakes bad for you and stuff. And it's like, they're not bad for you. It's not the protein shakes themselves. It's the amino acids, the BCAAs that no one really cares about. If I gotta be honest, they're worthless. If you're thinking, oh, I might go and buy some BCAAs, don't do it. There is no point. There is literally 0 point. Like, if you're not gonna be a juice head, if you're not gonna be, I have a thing on juice heads after that as well. Another article, I'm not gonna read it, don't worry. I don't think I even have the article, because I just found it on my phone, read it quickly, and I was like, oh, that's a little bit bullshit. But yeah, if like the only like 3 supplements that you need if you wanna be sort of like natural and work out for looking good, but also not being like, I don't know, weird about it, just to keep in shape, I guess. If you wanna work out just to be kept in shape or something, like they're like the only 3 supplements that you need are protein, creatine, and caffeine. The trifecta of supplements, the best supplements you can have. We've had the most studies on them, so many studies on them. You don't need anything else. if you want to be a natural, I won't say bodybuilder, because bodybuilding ain't natural, dude. It just ain't. You're never gonna get those results that you see like bodybuilders get, no matter what they tell you, no matter how many fitness Instagram like influencers come up and say, yeah, I'm natural and I look like this. No, you don't. No, you're not. You're not natural. Your photos are touched up. You're juicing your balls off. It's not natural, and this should not be your criteria. Like, if you want a criteria of what you can look like, naturally, look at athletes. Look at people that train a lot but are also being tested, because not all athletes are clean, I know, and not every kind of doping can be caught. I do know that, but most of the times, you look at UFC fighters, you look at boxers, you look at these people, that should be sort of like what the limitation of natural body can look like, muscular wise. And there are some pretty muscular fighters, for example, because I'm a UFC guy. I kind of mostly know fighters, and look at Thiago Romero. That guy's looks like a bodybuilder. He's pretty close to one, but then again, they caught him juicing with like some spiked supplements, right? So, and we don't know if it was really spiked supplement or something that he was doing, and then he was like, well, this supplement was spiked. Fuck it. The guy got 10 million out of it, so who cares, right? He's kind of rich right now, so he fights for prestige. But yeah, man, there was like this other article that really pissed me off. I don't have it, and I won't be able to link it. So I'm sorry, but it was just like a way, the best way to grow your shoulders is by this variation of the arm press, and it's like Arnold approves, and this is the thing. Arnold is a great guy. He was caught kind of recently, I guess, cheating on his wife with the maid. Like, Bill Burr has a great bit for that, for Arnold. If you haven't seen it, you can probably YouTube it. It's probably out on YouTube. He has a great bit on that. But yeah, I do, for what he did, I do respect the guy, but I don't think he should be the person who you look up for. I don't know, maybe for inspiration about going to the gym and working out, sure, but for influence on what you should be doing in the gym, I would say no, because the guy's been on so much juice that, dude, like, him probably standing up from a chair pumped a bunch of blood in his legs and it made them rip. Like, probably that the guy doesn't have a heart anymore. It's just like mechanical valves pumping up the blood in his body. The guy has had at least 6 liver transplants, God knows how many kidney transplants. Like, the guy is not even the same guy that was working out back in the day. So I don't see, unless you're a juice head and you're already doing this to your body, I mean, you're fucked anyway. So you can go listen to whatever Arnold was doing and then pray to God that you have the money for all those operations that he had, because you're fucked anyway. But I don't know, man, when articles like this come into like the mainstream media, and it's like people who are beginners at the gym or people who are casual gym goers and stuff, and they see, oh, this new arm press variation is approved by Arnold, and Arnold was pretty ripped. Why does Arnold has such a big integrity in the fitness world when any other juice head, if like listening to any other juice head is a bad idea? Everyone's integrity, when you realize that he is on juice, you're like, I shouldn't listen to him for fitness advice. He's juicing. He's juicing. Of course he's gonna look like that. He's fucking juicing, But then when it comes to Arnold, I know that Arnold was one of the first people, not one of the first people that did this. Obviously, been doing it before him, but he was the person that popularized it. But he was still a juice head. He went on and did great things like acting in movies. Some great movies were out there. I don't know. I always remember the Put the Cookie Down movie with the superhero and all of that stuff. I watched for some reason I don't know the name of it, but I watch it every Christmas. Every Christmas on TV, and every Christmas we sit down with my family and we just watch because it's like a fun movie to watch, and it's great film. He has made great films. Also, he went on to becoming like a what was it, I don't even know, like a big political figure in a country, in like a state that he can't pronounce or whatever. That was like the Billboard bit. But dude, it's just, I can respect him for all of that stuff, but when it comes to like fitness, you can have him for inspiration because he has some good inspirational videos that he has made back in the day, and he pumps the iron and gets really, really big and shit, and it's like, yeah, it's kind of cool, man. That's motivation. But when it comes to following what he did and stuff, I'd say that's a big no-no, dude. I would say that. And this article was talking about a variation of like the army press. I don't know if I was saying bench press until now. It was an army press this whole time. So maybe I'm just getting my stuff confused, dude. I don't know. I don't know, but it was an army press. Okay, I don't know what I was saying before that. But yeah, it was a variation of an army press that could very well like fuck your shoulders really bad. And you shouldn't be doing it, because it was like you can load it a lot more, but also you can like when you do it, you gotta be doing it properly, because you're essentially, your shoulder can pop out, and you can like, the whole thing can fall on top of you, and serious injuries. Not that popping out your shoulder isn't like a serious injury, but like just don't do it, because what is mainstream in the fitness is what is working. When it comes to exercises, at least, what is the mainstream exercises are working. This is why they're mainstream. This is why people do them, because they are just the most effective ones. And these weird variations of stuff, they're just not worth it, because most of the time they're just like, you do one bad rep of it, and that is it. Like, you will not be able to work out for like 6 months after that, because you fuck up something really badly. It's just hard when it comes to like fitness, to think of like some exercise that nobody has thought of anymore, and nobody has like tried and see if it is actually more beneficial than something else. It's just, what is mainstream is what it's working. What is the best exercise. That is just it. You wanna build muscle, you need bench, deadlift, and squatting. That is it. You wanna build serious muscle, that is the ones. And for shoulders, the normal army press. You don't do any variations. You don't tilt your body 45 degrees one way, and then you pull up your leg the other way in like another 90-degree angle. That's bullshit. Don't do that. Okay, just do the proper form army press, and that should be enough for you. There are like other exercises, small exercises that do work out, and you should you should put them in your workout, is what I'm trying to say. Incorporate. That was the word that I couldn't pronounce for no reason. But like, it's just there's so much like fitness lies out there. They're just there to grab your clicks, so you can click on their website, you can watch their ads and stuff. They can make money. and that is it. It's so scummy, man. It is so scummy. And articles like this was just like, I'm not going down on this website, or it's not a personal attack on this website that I'm gonna be linking in the description. It's just, this was the article that pissed me off this week, I guess. I mean, not this week. I saw it yesterday, even. And it's the most recent article that pissed me off. But they're usually I usually see a bunch of them every week, and it's like, well, this week I just want to talk about this one, because this one is just ridiculous. Now, protein shakes are bad for you because they're not bad for you, but the BCAAs are bad for you, But let's say protein shakes are bad for you, so we can get your attention. And then we're gonna say, oh, BCAAs are bad for you. But then casual people are gonna be like, well, protein shakes have BCAAs. It's all bad. It's all chemistry and stuff. And it's like, oh, dude. Oh, man. Let me get a sip of coffee, man. Anyway, what else do we have to talk about? Rockstar has a new launcher. If you want GTA San Andreas for free, you can go get it on the Rockstar launcher. I think you can keep it forever. It's yours. You can get into speedrunning. Speedrunning GTSA has a pretty big community behind it. It is kind of awesome. I do love my speedruns. The dude that I do watch for like GTA speedruns is Joshimus, because he had like this GTA SA 100% plus or plus 100% something series. I don't think he's finishing it. I don't think he's gonna be doing anything with it. But even the first few episodes, he has like 20 or 30 episodes out. They're pretty entertaining. I do enjoy, you go out and watch those if you are into GTSA and you haven't watched them yet. Also, his streams are fun. He usually just speedruns San Andreas all the time. But yeah, I don't know. I am into like speedrun runs. I don't know. Let's check if is he alive right now. No, he's not. I think it's kind of early. Oh no, though he usually streams by this time, cause I'm recording the podcast a little bit later today. But yeah. I mean, I don't know. GTA speedruns are fun to watch. The other one that I do watch, like Dark Viper, he speedruns GTA 5 usually. I think he even has like the 100% speedrun right now. So yeah, that's fun. I guess that's fun. Yeah. There's some more bullshit articles on this website that I'm seeing right now. Having a son at 47, selfish or smart move? Question mark. Dude, I mean, anti-snoring devices. Everybody in Bulgaria should is talking about. I mean, this is cheap, powerful smartphone on sale in Bulgaria. I bet you it's not even sold in Bulgaria. It's just they see that I am from Bulgaria by my IP address, and they're like making them like that. Because they're all promoted articles where these are ads, essentially. Dude, it's so scummy. I know that it's hard running a website and making money these days off of a website, but man, it's so scummy. Like, it's so scummy what you have to do to be a website that makes money these days. It sucks. It really does suck. But yeah, dude, I don't know. Anything else? Oh yeah, the Rockstar launcher. A lot of people saying it's a bad idea. I personally don't give a shit. I mean, who doesn't have a launcher these days? Like EA has one, Ubisoft has one, um, Fortnite has one, right? What was it, Epic Games? Now Rockstars have. I mean, Rockstars did had one before. Wasn't like the social co-op thing sort of like their venture, and they're just expanding. I don't get. I know it's like a new venture. Haven't really looked up much into it, so I'm guessing it's like a new thing you have to download, and it's like more GRM-y, I'm guessing. But I don't know. They had the social thing, and they needed it. You know, even if you bought the game through Steam, you still needed to download the social co-op, and you needed it on. So it's like not a big deal. I guess it was. I guess like the new Venture did fuck up a little bit, like the versions of the game. Like you couldn't play on the previous version because apparently GTA 5 is like the speedruns of GTA 5 are being done on like an older version of the game. You know, it's not on the current version there is right now. And there was like a little bit of a problem of you couldn't downgrade the game or something, but now it's possible. I mean, there is like a work around that. So yeah, I don't know. And the other thing that also is kind of a big deal this past week was the Billy Mitchell guy. If you don't know him, he was like the guy who essentially uh got like the Donkey Kong and the Pac-Man perfect scores, you know, the best scores you can get. And essentially, you know, there was this whole debacle where uh, apparently it's impossible for him on like the original NES board or on the original arcade board. You couldn't get those, and people have been like watching through his runs, and they have found out that, you know, there are like some frames that are not possible to occur if you're playing on the original arcade board. And so it was like a modded board, or it was a newer board that actually make him have like more FPS or something. I don't know, but apparently, because if you want to have the world record, you have to have done it on the original arcade board, motherboard, you know, not on any newer ones, because the newer ones actually give you like I don't know, some advantages, you know, like I guess better frame rates or something. I'm not really sure, or it's just faster, you know. But yeah, they removed um, his records from the Guinness Book apparently. So hey, if you want an updated Guinness Book, you have to go buy a new one. But yeah, what else? I don't know. I mean, that's just it. Then the guy flipped out, and he went on suing like YouTubers who talked about him. He went on suing, um, like like the website that first said, yeah, this is the guy that did the world records for those games, and now they're removing his uh, world records from the website, and this is why Guinness removed their his world record from like their book, sort of a thing. And now he's like suing that website. He's also suing the Guinness Book of Records, you know, and he's suing essentially a lot of people. And I don't think any of his like lawsuits actually are happening. You know, none of them went through and stuff. And so the guy's gonna try and do some more. Like, it's just weird, you know. I guess this is like all this guy has. He managed to get those world records, and that's his claim to fame, sort of. But yeah, he's trying to hang on to it, even though he did probably cheat it. I mean, the evidence that was shown against him were pretty legit. You know, was like real, pretty real. The evidence. I don't know. You can go look them up yourself. I just watched like a quick video on it. I thought it was interesting, so I was like, yeah, I might mention the podcast as well, because I sure as fuck don't have anything else to mention on the podcast. Because man, it's been a really slow week. If I didn't find that article or know what I was gonna really feel this episode of the podcast, because it's like I haven't done anything. It's been a boring a boring week, really. Nothing has happened. There was like a UFC fight night, which I should have watched. Apparently, there were like some fun fights in there, but I just didn't watch because I just didn't have any time. But other than that, I think I'm done for this week. We it's been 45 minutes, so I'm not gonna waste any more of your time. Thank you so much for coming in, like listening to this podcast. I do really appreciate it. If you want to talk about anything I've talked about in this podcast, you can go down to the comments below and write me a comment. Also, Twitter is in the description. Other than that, as I said, I hope you enjoyed, and I'm gonna see you guys next week.